students, welcome back. Today I will be teaching on three subtopics, namely made-up words and nonsense, have fun with words, laugh with limericks. Let's start off with the first subtopic called made-up words and nonsense. Under made-up word and nonsense, we have a poem called Ella Telefoni. Now let me give you the gist of the poem. Ella Telefoni, it's an amusing nonsense poem where the poet depicts the attempt of an elephant using a telephone. It consists of 12 lines and the language used here is practical and playful, making it both sense and nonsense. Let's have a look at the poem. Ella Telefoni by Laura Elizabeth Richards. Once there was an elephant who tried to use the telephone. No, I mean an elephant who tried to use the telephone. Dear me, I am not quite certain that even now I've got it right. However, it was he got his trunk entangled in the telephone. The more he tried to get it free, the louder buzzed the telephone. I fear I'd better drop the song of Ella Hope and telephone. Here we see the poet uses portmanteau, contraction and compound word in the poem. Now what is portmanteau? Portmanteau is a blend of two or more words into one new word. For example, the poet Laura, she uses the word telephant. Now, telephant is a combination of two different words, telephone and elephant. So, another example that I can give you here is telephone. Telephone also is a combination of two different words, telephone and trunk. So here, the particular word called telephone or telephant or this type of words we usually don't use in a day-to-day conversation. Now next, the poet also uses contraction. Now, what is contraction? Contraction is the omission of certain internal letters or sound from a word. So in the poem, when we look back at the poem, we see some contraction has been used. For example, instead of I would, the poet had written down I apostrophe D, so I'd. So here we see WOUL has been omitted. Now, lastly, the compound word. Now, again, compound word is a word where two different words are joined together and they form a new word. For example, say rainbow or sunflower. So the poet uses a particular compound word in the poem, and that is called entangle. And that means allows to, entangle means twisted. So the poet uses entangled, that is a compound word in the poem. So my dear students, what you can do at home is try to write down or try to write at least 5 portmanteau words of your own. Try to find out 5 to 10 contraction of your own and compound word. Try to search for 2 different words and try to form this compound word too. So in this way, you will get the clear idea of portmanteau, contraction and compound word. Next we have fun with words. Under this subtopic, we have a poem called shape poem. Now what is a shape poem? A shape poem is a poem where the poet takes the shape or form of a subject of the poem. Now here the subject refers to the idea that the poem wants to write about. Here the poet Emmy Ludwig van der Water has written a beautiful poem called Amazed. It's written in the form of a cornfield. As you can see in the slide, when we read, we are not going to read from right to left or neither from left to right, but we are supposed to read from top to bottom. Amazed. Corn grows in rows, so green, so tall. No one will know I'm here at all. I wind my way through maze and maze. I may be in a daze of days. Now, how to write shape poem? I will give you a very simple example. First, you need to think of any idea that you would like to draw or write about. Say example, I have thought of a raindrop. So firstly, you need to draw the outline of a raindrop. Secondly, try to put words that are related to the rain. So when you think of the word or when you think of the raindrop, what are the things that comes to your mind? Say splash, roof, weight, cold. So these are some of the things that I have thought of when I think of the word or when I think of the raindrops. Now you can either write it inside your drawing or you can write it outside. Okay? So this is another way of writing a shape poem. You can either write the words inside the drawing that you have drawn, or you can make it in this way. So this is how a shape poem is written. The next topic that we have is laugh with limericks. Now the word limericks refers to a city or country in Ireland. Historians believe that the limerick poems have originated from the past 18th century. The rhyme, rhythm, and structure seems to have originated from a parlor game. Now, what is limericks? Limericks is basically a short 5-line poem with only one stanza. The rhyming scheme used in limericks are AA, BBA. Usually it has a bouncy rhythm and it has been entertaining the audience for the past 2 centuries. Remember, a limerick has rhyme, rhythm and content. The first, second and the 5th line has a rhyme scheme of AAA, and the 3rd and the 4th it has BB. So like I said earlier, the rhyme scheme used here is A, B, B, A. And the rhyming words used here is flute, toot, tutors or toot. Now next we move on to the syllable. The syllable scheme used here on the first line is 8 to 9 lines. For example, a tutor who tooted a flute. So you can count with your fingers, a tutor who tooted a flute. So we have 8 syllables. So also try to tutor 2 tutors to toot. So in the second line, the syllable used is 9. Now in the 3rd line, say the 2 to their tutors. 7th syllable. Is it harder to toot or 7th syllable? To tutors, to tutor, to toot. 8 syllables. Now let us look at the rhythm of the poem.
A tutor who tutored the flute tried to tutor tutors to toot. Say the toot to the tutors, is it harder to tutor? To tutor the tutors to toot.
Here we have used the for unstressed syllable and dum for stressed syllable. I would like you to refer to page number 108 as how you are asked to write a limerick. You follow the step there and always remember to end the poem with a humorous note. Thank you.